Welcome back to Final Fantasy VI Advance. And since we last were journeying in Final Fantasy VI Advance, I decided to grind these characters for the next part of the game, because in honor of my new video game Gambler series, I want to have Setzer in the party to use his slot ability. I haven't decided if I'm going to keep him in my party for the rest of the game or just for this episode. Depends how smooth everything goes. But anyways, I was grinding in this here forest, and I fought some chimeras, and every so often they would drop some golden armor. So I have some golden armor for some of my party members. Also, Setzer and Terra are still a little bit low of a level, but Crit X here, he's level 22. But LeBron is level 24, he joins the party and he just slam dunks everybody. He somehow 3-point slam dunks the whole party as far as the level goes. He just starts out at a much higher level. Oh, what do we have here? I wasn't fighting these guys. Let's steal from him. That didn't work. Let's jump. And let's use a slot. I'm not sure if you can even time the slot ability for him at all. It seems to be mostly predetermined, but I'm not sure if you get like a 7 then a 7 if you can kind of figure your way through it. Oh, don't be snorting at me. Or sneeze, as I may refer to it as. Which I shall refer to it as. So where was it I am going? I was going to go to the next part of the game, which I believe is near the old Magitech factory. And as you noticed, I stole a bandana, so I got a bandana to put on my head now. Because this bandana has a bit of a story, because someone I used to work with, I meant to heal. Someone I used to work with knows about Hardware Harv, he knows about our relationship. So this fine gentleman made me this do-rag, because where I used to work, it was like food service, so I had to wear one of those blue bonnet things, and they were horribly uncomfortable and would leave a lobotomy scar right here. But this fellow, we were allowed to wear do-rags though, so he was kind enough to make me this do-rag and just give it to me, and he'd be like, "There you go, Hardware!" So it was much more comfortable than those blue bonnet things. But I also, when I started going on my upload rampage about 5 months ago, I didn't really know where this was, and it never really occurred to me to wear it. So that's why I am wearing it now. And that is a story that you may or may not have wanted to know. But now you know regardless. So let me continue the game. What else did I want to touch on? Yes, I haven't played Final Fantasy VI Advance in probably close to 3 weeks now. It's been a little too long. But for those of you that don't know, my computer crashed, I don't know, about that long ago. But I put a new graphics card into it. Because at the time, I thought that I couldn't, I never knew how to do it. But then I just looked it up. And apparently it's really not that difficult to do. So I did it. I did it a bit caveman-ish. Because I'm supposed to use some sort of special tool to open part of the cabinet, but instead, on the graphics card, there's just this useless piece of metal that, like, where the HDMI and the DVI ports plug in through. There's, like, a piece of metal that, like, I had to kind of, like, fit in the computer, but without the special tool, I couldn't. So I just bent it. I just shoved it in. And it seems to work just fine. It might not work later, but it works right now, and that's really all I care about. So should I... Well, I just saved it. So let's keep on going. Yeah, I tried to do this part earlier, but I got my shit pushed in. So I decided that maybe I should grind a little bit. Ooh, Assassin's Dagger. I'm sure Crit X can equip it. But I don't know if I would want him to. Blade that may randomly dispatch an enemy in one hit. I'd rather have the Thief Knife. Can Setzer... No, he can't equip it. I'd rather him have his cards anyway. He does also get... What do you call it? Dice. Fixed dice. It might just be regular dice, I don't remember. But instead of slots, you can roll dice. Unless I'm just thinking Final Fantasy VII. But in any case, let's continue through this cave here. And see if I can't get absolutely ravaged like last time. Okay, so some of these guys are resistant to fire, so do anything but fire. So in this case, I'm gonna use Bismarck. Because Bismarck is a whale of a time! It didn't really work as well as I had hoped. But hey. Let's see what the slots do. Heal me slightly. Let's see if I can't use Water Harmony, because water attacks seem to be generally overpowered in the Final Fantasy series. I have a green cherry, don't I? Yeah, I have multiple green cherries. Oh yeah, just stumble, why don't you? What do you use? That might heal. And you heal LeBron. What is your... See, these guys are really more powerful than is necessary. Let's use more Water Harmony. I'll use the Dunk ability, yet still, don't worry. Also, anyone who's watching, I hope they appreciate that I've deviated from my normal party. Because this is really difficult for me. Which is probably why I got murdered so hard. Oh, come on, LeBron. You're more... I know you're more agile than that. Am I gonna die again? Jump! Or rather, dunk! Dunk on that Lich. Lich. As it's casting its Lichcraft spells on me. I don't remember this game having such a difficulty spike. I must have some Phoenix Downs as well. Because I'm gonna want all of this EXP and AP that these birds are gonna drop on me. So after that battle, heal a bunch. I don't feel like that was worth the shellacking I just undertook. Healing. Can I modify my Espers, probably, at this point? No. Setzer's still good. You're probably still, yeah, not quite up and up. Bismarck might be able to change. Yeah, take off Bismarck. What are some of these... Cast Reflect on everybody. I think that might be the order of the day. And I'm just gonna Golem as I see him. Shell? Which one's Shell? Unicorn. Unicorn it is. Then healing with my magic spells. With my white magic spells. Not there's anything wrong with black magic spells, I'm not racist or anything, they just have... There's just different purposes for each. Well, that's a weapon for Cyan, it's gotta be with a name I can't pronounce like that. I can't see myself. Here we go. So I just... So I bide my time. You really gonna take this long? I guess. I think this way? Yeah. Then we'll get whatever this is. Heegee's Jeet. Jeety. I think that's a weapon of some variety. And Teres. I'm gonna cast Carbuncle, because I don't want deadly magic cast on me. More slots. Yay. I think that's a Prismatic Beam, which is halfway decent. I guess I didn't need Carbuncle here, but better safe than sorry. Not enough MP. Is it possible for you guys to have enough MP? I'm guessing not. I think this is right. Nope, it wasn't. Come on. Come on. Or I could stop jumping into the lava all suicide-y. At least it doesn't seem to hurt. Yeah, like this. That's better. Treasure, X potion. I should see what that thing was. The Jeet. Ah, Jeet. Here we go. Exotic weapon from a foreign land. Change the slot command to Gill Toss. Well, that kind of defeats the whole gambling motif. So I won't do that today. Although maybe later. Dance! Stop stumbling. Is there a way to make you stumble less? You weren't stumbling. It's because the camera's on is why you're stumbling so much. You weren't stumbling this much earlier. At least we're getting a little bit of basic healing. You're gonna do Water Harmony or die trying, LeBron. Raccoon. Underwater raccoon. Oh, that was neat. I didn't know that was even one of the things. That was actually quite nice. Come on, bar, and it'll be a random... random Esper. It might be the one that kills me, but it's Shiva, thankfully. Because there's one that hits everybody, and if it hit everybody, I would die. One time I used bar like that, and it summoned Crusader, and it killed everybody except for the Great Sabini, and left them with like 12 hit points. Like it was a miracle I didn't die. Do I want to go down the other way? I don't... That was really dumb. But now I can check. Like I wanted. Maybe. Let's see. Yeah, like that. Oh, it's just like an alternate way. I can go this way too. Can't I? Yeah. I didn't think. That's a problem. You didn't think. Don't mind me, I'll just repeatedly fall into lava and not die a horrible death. Oh great, zombie dragon. Let's jump on it from behind, then attack steal it from behind, then attack it to its face, then slot machine it to its face. I would really like to see the airship manage to shoot through the cave and actually hit the zombie dragon. I could probably cast magic on it too. And kill it. Or white magic, I meant to say. Victory. Just money. What kind of dog and pony show is this? Get off of that, because you're gonna fall again. Alright. Then... here. Then I think it was here. Then I won't actually commit suicide this time. Perfect. I could have swore you went here later. I didn't think I went here yet. Steel. I mean, I could do trance. These things weak to fire? I don't know, let's find out. Come on, chocobos. I can't even remember what they do. But let's do it. That was alright. And El Nino. Good old underwater El Nino. That looks more like Aqua Lung to me, but I guess that's a blue magic spell. Yeah, and LeBron gained another level. Now he's level 25. I also understand I missed the opportunity for LeBron to be the level of Jordan's number, although that wouldn't really be appropriate. I'm sorry, I'm not a big basketball guy, I don't know what LeBron's number is. My apologizes. Well, that didn't work. Will this work? Would work. Well, let's burn that one since he's confused. I'll steal from this one. You're a real life shaver. Ooh, more bars. Maybe I'll die. Maybe I'll die a horrible, horrible death via summon spell. More diamond dust. That's pretty random, 2 diamond dusts in a row. That's about as random as it gets. I guess I may as well talk about this now. For those of you that didn't know, I just... as of right now, like, I just finished doing a Lufia 2 livestream. And it was, ooh, I got an amulet. Because I intended on doing the, like, the rogue style, like, 100th floor dungeon live stream. And I still plan on doing that, don't get me wrong. But I was like, I'm not gonna get far enough in time in order to, you know, stuff this way. Let's fight some more. Let me get my thoughts back in order. And I need to magic these guys. I did get an amulet. It'd be a good thing if I paid attention. It's an idea. Or I could just use like, that, and kill it immediately. Anyway, Lufia 2 live stream. I just planned on doing the Endless Dungeon. But I just thought, well, on the way I may as well just live stream, like the beginning bit. And it worked out okay for me. I live streamed for about an hour and a half. I got 2 more subscribers. There's 20 people, 17 people, I should say, watched the, watched it during that period of time. So I'm gonna try to do more frequent live streams. Because if I'm gonna be getting subscribers each time, then it's well worth it. I just gotta figure out when the prime time for me to use the do the live streams would be. Because I figure, like, weekends would be the best, but on one hand, I think, like, later at night would work well. But on the other hand, like, it's, like, daytime for me, but other people, like, one of my subscribers is, like, from across the pond, so to speak. So when it's daytime here, it's nighttime there. So it doesn't work for him too well, although he did stop by to watch me for a bit, interact, join the chat, all that fun stuff. But I'll play around with that in due time. I might try to do live streams a little more frequently, at least until I start doing the Endless Dungeon more consistently. I think my live streams, I'm gonna try to do, like, rogue-style games. I think that's my plan at the moment. Because we got Lufia 2's rogue style, which I like. I mean, I could do Pixel Dungeon, but I probably won't live stream it anyway. Azure Dreams is an old favorite of mine. Live stream. I could probably do Sheeran the Wanderer live stream. I could also do Tornico the Last Hope live stream. That's a Dragon Warrior rogue style that not a lot of people know about. And I only found it a couple of years ago when I was in Toronto. And I was glad to have found it. I've been looking for it for years. But that was, like, right when I was recovering from mono. And I still haven't played it. But that would give me a good excuse to play it, if I were to live stream it. Because I like rogue styles, but it's like, they're kind of a hard game to just do a regular video on, because it's always different. I could be hundreds of hours trying to beat the game, and it's like, you're just watching me over and over, but if it's a live stream, it makes more sense for someone to just kind of jump in and join. And if you wanted to watch after the fact, you can. So I think that might be what I do. I'm thinking about doing Scratch Ticket Sunday live stream at some point as well. I have all kinds of ideas. I have more ideas than I have time to execute them. But if I'm going to be getting subscribers for every live stream, I'm getting subscribers anyway, like, don't get me wrong there. But I was just surprised. I had 118 when I started the live stream, I had 120 when it ended. It's like, that's just real-time results. So I'm happy about that. Also, one of my scratch ticket videos is actually starting to gain more traction than I thought. I'm sorry if I'm talking about other video stuff that none of you guys care about. I'm just kind of excited right now. Because of, like, the subscribers and, like, that video I was just talking about. That got about 200 views in not even a week yet. Which, for me, is insane. I don't know if I've ever gotten that many views in a week before. Other than... excuse me. Other than whenever my Dragon's Lair for SNES spiraled out of control. I say that, like, for me, 10,000 views is spiraling out of control. And I'm not sneezing at 10,000 views. But then I see other YouTubers that get, like, 1.5 million views per video. Anyway. I'm pleased with the traction it seems to be getting so far. So all in all, I am a happy camper, especially after now that my computer's fixed. Because right when my computer is done, it's like, great, I'm done, my daily uploads are over, and I'm just gonna walk straight into the mental hospital and stay there. But then I went to bed. Oh great, the dive bomb, or the H-bomb as the Super Nintendo version would refer to it as. There's some good damage. I need to heal some more again, because I'm too busy prattling on. Healing spells. Also gotta make sure I don't miss one of the hidden things in here, because there's hidden stuff. Oh no, what am I doing? There is a distant sound, but I believe it is this way. It was 3 more outcasts. I figured I'd spare you that battle. Genji Glove! That's not the one with the button at the bottom. So now I have 2 Genji Gloves. Which isn't a bad thing. I'm just not going to use it at this particular moment. Outcast and a zombie dragon. I feel like these fights are kind of going on a little long here. Ooh, a something or other. Save place. That's probably a monster in a box, so I'm gonna save. Just to be safe. Just in case I was incorrect. Oh, there was a tent. That was quite considerate. What kind of tent does Setzer pitch? It's, different, I guess. Different from other ones. Anything... No? Nothing secret in here. I know there is a secret around a staircase, which I missed a bunch of times. Oh, hi. How's it going? It's a ninja. Let's jump on this ninja and steal from him. Don't be vanishing yourself. I have the cure for that. Magical influence. Think you're so smart? Whatever this thing has to steal, I would like to steal it. Because I feel like it's probably good. But too bad. Well, I fought it, and now I can fight it in the Veldt, so... No, and I was just about to claim all the treasure buried in the ground beneath the big stairway for my own. So that was the hint. All these outcasts. It's a good thing that didn't throw me in the fire. Alright, so it's like... It's down here somewhere. I think you just kind of mash. A couple more zombie dragons. It's around here somewhere. There it is. There's something buried here. Then get it! Oh, it's just a gold needle? That can't be it. I'm just gonna... There we go. Yeah, you just kind of do this for a while. Invisibility scroll. Let's keep checking. Keep on checking. Oh, here's something else. There's something buried here. Water scroll. Is it really just crap? Like, I thought there was something halfway decent. I don't know, it seems to be about all that's there. Nothing up here. Unless I just stupidly glossed over something. Hi, Ether. Hey, Ether. There's something buried here. 293 gil. I thought there was like a hidden Ultima Weapon. Ultima Weapon or some such thing about this area. All these repeating enemies at this point. Oh, I'll just keep going. I'm sure the Ultima Weapon's in this dungeon though. Just can't remember its exact whereabouts. That's not this staircase, is it? What about down here? There's clearly something there. I'm still gonna kinda mash about. One of these is gonna try and fight me. Magicite shard? Or is it just gonna be Magicite shards? Hi, Ether. Nice to meet you. There's the Ultima Weapon. Okay, then. I was incorrect. I don't think I want that yet, though, because I don't have much in the way of HPs. So my mistake. So yeah, I guess that's why I didn't miss that other stuff before. There's really nothing to write home about. I think the Ultima Weapon's about all I want. But I will go back and get whatever's in that treasure. Up and up and up and up and up. And up and up and up. Ah! So I just gotta... Does that fix it? No, I ruined Christmas! What if I do this? Will that fix Christmas? Maybe not. Yes, it did. Christmas is saved! Oh, there's a switch. Yeah, flick that switch. Not sure what happened there. Something opened. Keep on. Yeep. Well, I may as well flick it again. So it's re-flicked. Oh. Okay, yeah, cool. And that's probably to go home. Yeah, that's so I can go home. Unless I want to hit that switch now. I gotta heal some more. Setsu's getting beat up. Any more Magicite shards. I guess I did that right. I'm gonna say that I did. Ooh, dramatic. Let's look at this cave. This is the sealed gate. Yeah, it doesn't look terribly opened at the moment. Beyond there is the Esper world. Oh, what am I doing in a dreadful place like this? Ooh. Terra being all like, I'm speaking with ellipses. I know that laugh anywhere. Kafka! Terra, quickly! My poor throat. The gate. Maybe he won't talk very much. Oh, let's do water harmony. Kafka, you followed us here?
Just like the Emperor said! Give them Terra! And they'll open the gate for us. In other words, you've been playing into our hands all along! I have no business with you! I'm here to open the way to my promised glory!
You better think again, Kafka. And he just thinks it's a great old laugh.
This is just dreadful!
Why are you not a fancy sprite this time around? Because we're not really fighting you, foreshadowing? I'm gonna defend. I'm doing water harmony to him. I'm water harmonying at him to see if I can drop him to one knee, because it's a much more difficult excursion this time around. Oh, he didn't even go to one knee. Maybe I should have tried to steal? Oh, I wonder if I could have Joker doomed him. Like, if that's a thing that you can do. Uh-oh, Terra's having a reaction. Heed my call. I guess it's that time of the month again. She's begun menstruation once again. Because the floodgates have opened. Let's see if I can name the Espers as they go by. It's open!
It's open! Terra! I've got a bad feeling about this.
If Kefka has a bad feeling about something, you can take that to the bank. That's Bahamut, probably. I can't remember his name. Was that, Doomgaze? Couldn't have been. That's Fenrir. And, I don't know, Onyx. There's Shiva. What one's the snake? Then there's that unicorn. I'm bad at this. I guess it's just unicorn. Fenrir? The wolf. Fenrir? Chances are I'm pronouncing everyone's names incorrectly. If you catch me pronouncing a name incorrectly, I am open to being corrected on names. I'm trying to think, like, you know, like the Masamune? I always call it the Masamune, or the Masamune. I have to think really hard to call it the Masamune. Like, even after I've heard it spoken, it's like, yeah, that's the Masamune. Where did the Espers go? There's some other thing like that. Anyway, we better head back to the airship. Yeah, we best. Is it going to be like an auto take me out? Because I would be okay with that. Well, maybe I can figure out exactly what on earth to do with that treasure. Come on, wipe these guys out. That must be dependent on the first push. I have to experiment with it a little bit more. Oh, here's a quick exit. That was handy. Oh well. If I missed a treasure, then I missed a treasure. That reminds me, I thought I missed a treasure in Zozo. I guess I didn't. Thought I did. Maybe if I did, let me know, but I don't... I went back there and it didn't seem like I did actually miss one. Just thought that I had. Oh, there's Cyan. What happened? The Espers all flew off together. The Imperials all ran off too, as if they were afraid of something. Like all kinds of Espers. Which way did the Espers go? Toward the Imperial capital. Vector! So yeah, I guess we're gonna go to Vector. Vector self before she wrecked herself. Check yourself before you vector self. That's better. What's wrong, Terra? I can feel the cosmos. It's getting closer.
You can feel what?
There, a flash.
What was that? It couldn't be. The Espers? They're coming this way. Terra, watch out.
Uh-oh. Crit X saved her. Get down! And then he saves Crit X. He does not discriminate. There was Carbuncle. I can't remember that one. The things you forget. Espers. Where are they going? They're angry. They were angry? Cyan? You angry me? Please don't go. More importantly, why are we shaking? We are in the air. Why are we shaking in the air? I've lost control of the ship. Did you know? Oh yeah, I forgot about this. This. Island. He's like, no, That's death for sure. Let's turn around and crash on land rather than in the water. Although, we still might crash in the water. Nope, I guess we're safe. Old shaky cam. Crashing into the mountains wouldn't be the greatest. Pretty much into the desert. I don't know if that's good, bad, or indifferent to crash into the desert. Like, compared to where else you could crash, I guess it wouldn't really make a difference. Okay, game froze. And if it did, that would have been fine. Get up. Alright, you are up. Alright. Let's step off and save this game. I'm still having funky sounds. So I will save it again. Right here. So there. The ship has crashed and we gotta go to Vector next time on Final Fantasy VI Advance. So thank you very much for joining me today for this edition. I'll probably end up doing some Video Game Gambler episode tomorrow whenever I post this. But I do want to try to make more of a point to do more Final Fantasy VI Advance, as well as get Breath of Fire 2 up and running. Like, I've been pounding out daily episodes of the Video Game Gambler when that series would be more than adequate as a weekly thing. I've been pounding it out daily, so maybe I should slow down a little bit. Get back to my roots a little bit, plus I'm going to be live streaming a little bit of Lufia 2 in between all of this nonsense. I want it to make sense that I would be doing RPGs as well. But anyway, once again, thanks for joining me. Join me next time, and remember, I still go by MegaHarv.